Probably my favorite thing about working for Alchemy is that we do everything old school by hand. There's not too many places anymore that you can actually push a file. I've worked other places in the industry 12, going on 13 years now. This by far is the most hand-fitting experience that I've had at any of them. Hi, my name is Brant Garman. I'm a gunsmith for Alchemy Custom Weaponry. I think the difference between a handmade product and a machine-made product is you get a little bit more feel of that old world craftsmanship kind of deal. It's sort of a blend of functionality and artistry. Parts that come out of a CNC machine don't really have a soul to them, if you want to call it that. Where parts that are fit by hand, you might see some mild scarring or imperfections that are part of that process, but that gives the overall finished product a lot more character than something that's just perfect every single time. There's a little bit of human fault, a little bit of human error, but that's really part of the charm, if you want to call it that. Sort of like a rat rod versus a new Mercedes kind of thing.
We as gunsmiths pour hours of blood, sweat, and tears into these guns to make them run properly. And having them hand fit, it just adds an extra layer to that of personalization, customization to them.
Machines can't put a bevel on a gun and make it match up between the frame and the slide. So on the slide, if a machine was doing it, it would be one size. On the frame, another machine would be doing it, and it'd be another size. So doing it by hand, I have the ability to look at both parts and try and get them to match better.
One of the main differences between something that is drop-in or semi-drop-in or something that's hand-fit is that drop-in, you kind of get what you get. There's a lot of loose tolerances there, so there's a lot of slop to it, which means that the barrel can kind of move in numerous different ways every time you shoot it. As opposed to something that's hand-fit, it's fit to the slide, fit to the bushing. All the components are fit together and tightly. That way there's a consistency every time you shoot it, which is going to increase the accuracy and tighten up your grooves.
That was one of the biggest draws of Alchemy, was being able to build things here in the Midwest. You know, Fort Wayne's a small town for the most part, and being able to use American steel for American guns and just being able to, I don't know, have pride in ownership and pride in building, and I don't know, I think that's important.
Well, I mean, you know, you can buy a gun made by machine and they work fine. You know, they run well. But we just don't have the machines to do as close a fit as we do by hand. There's no robot out there that can match the beauty of the guns we put out. It's just not possible. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. You know, these guns just, the machine built just don't have the personality, they don't have the soul. They're, you know, just hunks of metal, really. Functional, but that's it.
I actually do enjoy coming into work every day, even days where I don't want to wake up early. This is one of the most relaxed places I ever worked. And you know, how they have the break room set up upstairs, you know, with games and tables, and it's just really relaxed. Being able to sit and talk with Tori and things like that while you're working, it's very helpful. And everybody kind of checks their ego at the door when they come in, and nobody's afraid to ask for help because everybody's willing to help everybody else. It's just you know, all hands on deck type situation for these.
It makes me ecstatic when people are raving about the things that I do. I haven't been in the industry very long, and this is my first job right out of school. So getting acknowledged in any way, shape, or form about any part of our gun is just great for me. I feel like very proud to work here.
Just do like your hand in front of your face.
Oh, just like the